30 years in the future.
We are fighting a war. Our enemy is not human, and we are losing.
So we just got the release of The Tomorrow War on Amazon Prime Video, and it's a pretty good way to kick off the summer blockbuster season. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brandon and this is Film Flare, where we discuss anything and everything that makes film and television great. So be sure to subscribe and let's talk about a great film.
Our enemy is smarter, faster, and stronger than you can possibly imagine.
The Tomorrow War stars Chris Pratt as an ex-military family man who gets drafted to serve in a war that happens nearly 30 years in the future, where humanity relies on his ability to confront both his past and his yet-to-be-lived future. This is a story that tries to do a lot. It's an action movie about fighting aliens that uses time travel as a plot device while trying to tell a smaller story about family and throwing in some comedy actors to keep it all from getting too serious.
It's not even loaded.
Well, yeah, it's not loaded. It's a pressurized cabin. Why would I load it in the cabin? The bullet goes in thing and everybody's sucked out.
Chris Pratt felt like his typical self as the ex-soldier who gets another shot to do something great, save the world, and gets another chance to fix his family along the way.
I'm not a hero. I was trying to save my daughter. If I gotta save the world to save her, then I'm damn sure gonna do it.
There wasn't anything too special about his performance in this one, but it was still great nonetheless.
Do you want to see something really dangerous?
I feel like literally that's all I've been doing since I got here, but okay.
And while I'm on the actors, I am a really big fan of comedy actors in action movies. Sam Richardson is a prime example of why.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
He was a standout character for me. From his first line on screen, everything that comes out of his mouth is pure gold.
Sorry, when I'm nervous, I talk, and I'm like on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm like 97.
He and Marilyn Rodscob made a really great team as a couple of clearly unqualified soldiers, but still brought a good attitude and morale to the table. They were the biggest source of my smiles in this film, and I really wanted to see more of them throughout the movie. And while the family touch to the story was nice, it just didn't quite feel as fleshed out as it could have been. Not really adding much substance to the film, but it also didn't take away from it too much either. It was there, but only really mentioned a couple of times throughout the whole movie and really didn't affect anything too much at all.
Well, they say kids never come by unless they need something.
I need your help.
I'll get my coat.
Now, the film's greatest strengths by far were its action pieces. At the start of this movie, I was a bit worried that it would be too slow getting into the action, but it actually wasn't, and once it did get there, it's full speed ahead. And to go along with that, the alien monsters were really cool too. I like how the movie teased them by not fully showing them at first, but when they were revealed, they were properly scary and really felt like a force that could have wiped out the entire population. But my biggest critique with this story is that logic is just completely thrown out the window. Like, if the aliens killed almost the entire population in the future, what makes them think that throwing more bodies at the problem is going to make any sort of difference? I understand they're in a time crunch, but come on, throwing untrained civilians into a war zone is asking for trouble. It's no wonder that the survival rate was less than 30%.
Your function is to add your knowledge and skill set to theirs and prevent our extinction.
And did nobody from the future ever think to bring the research back to the past where it could be studied in a more stable environment? Not to mention buying themselves an additional 30 years to solve the problem, rather than taking it down to the wire of humanity's extinction. Or the fact that they discovered a toxin that kills the aliens but don't use it because it doesn't work on the females. But like 99% of the aliens are male, so killing them would definitely change the tides of war. But instead, they solely put all of their energy towards the 1% they can't kill.
Her physiology is the key to their extinction. It's kind of our last hope.
That just seems like bad tactics. Instead of people and bullets, they could have just rained down the toxins from the planes and gone full chemical warfare. Oh, and while we're on the subject of the planes, what was the point of blowing up a city overrun with the aliens if there were no humans left, and also most of the world was already overrun with the aliens?
White spikes have overrun the city and we can't stop them, so we're gonna have to clean it. A blanket bombardment has been ordered.
Are they just going around blowing up every city in the world? And if so, I'll circle back to my point about chemical warfare. And lastly, does everything the story's been working towards this whole movie really end up coming down to a human versus alien boxing match? There's just a whole lot about this one that doesn't make sense, and the more you think about it, the less sense it makes. But I guess that doesn't really matter because this is one of those movies where you're supposed to turn your brain off and just enjoy a couple of mildly interesting characters shoot up some aliens. And in terms of straight up action movies, this is actually a really good one that'll hold your attention from start to finish. Although I would have liked to have seen this on the big screen. It was originally slated to be a theatrical release, but COVID happened. And watching it on a 15-inch screen just doesn't do these visuals justice. But what are your thoughts on the Tomorrow War? Let me know in the comments below. It's available now for streaming on Amazon Prime Video. And if you've made it this far, please do be sure to give this a like and subscribe for more reviews like this. We've got new content coming out every Tuesdays and Fridays. But until next time, have a great day and don't forget to watch a great movie. Bye.
Within the next few weeks, the human species will disappear from the face of the earth.
Nothing we do here matters. Well, that's where you're wrong. I don't believe that one bit.